Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Thank you very much for being a time traveler. This is your prediction for January 2026. Keep in mind, it's a collective general reading, not individualized nor personalized to you. Messages may come through today that do not fully resonate, and if that happens, it's okay. It just means it's meant for someone else watching. So take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't. Be sure to check out your other placements, and if you don't know what those are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. With all of that said, let's begin. Tapping into the Sagittarius collective now for Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Sagittarius need to know for January 2026? What do they need to know? One more shuffle here. Thank you. In the heart of your spread, my dear, we have the Four of Pentacles. In the upright, you have the Hermit. You have the Five of Swords. And you have the World card. Flanking the Four of Pentacles is the Emperor and the Death card. In the bottom row, you have the Two of Pentacles, you have the Seven of Cups, and you have the Three of Swords. Sneak peek now into February. You have the Three of Cups. You have the Four of Swords. Thought we had the Four of Swords here already. Oh no, that was the Five of Swords, sorry. And you have the Tower. That leaves the Lovers, the Eight of Swords, King of Wands here, Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Interesting energy. I feel like you're connecting with someone in February. I do feel like this is a new soulmate that's coming in while you are processing the loss or ending of someone else. All right, let's begin to clarify this now. Using the After Tarot deck, images are slightly different, and so are the meanings in this deck, but we'll go through them as needed. For Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements, for January 2025, what does Sagittarius need to know? We are clarifying the Hermit, Five of Swords, the World, the Emperor, the Four of Pentacles, the Death card, the Two of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Three of Swords for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Hermit is being clarified by the Emperor. The Five of Swords is clarified by the Lovers. The World is clarified by the Four of Swords. The Emperor is clarified by the Six of Swords. The Four of Pentacles is clarified by the Ten of Wands. The Death card is clarified by the Eight of Swords. The Two of Pentacles is clarified by the Three of Swords. The Seven of Cups is clarified by the Three of Cups. And the Three of Swords is clarified by the Magician. Sneak peek now into February. Nine of Cups. Nine of Wands. Seven of Cups. And that leaves the Three of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Sun, and the Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. There's a new collaboration here in February. I don't think you know this person. I don't think you see it coming. We're going to clarify that a little bit more. But let's focus on January. Your overall energy for the month of January is in respect to a particular connection here in your life. You're not sure if you want to hold on to it, and you're not sure if you want to let go of it. And whether this is you're energetically connected to this person or this individual is still in your life, there just seems to be this feeling of the longer I hold on to this person or the energetic cord to this person or the hope that this person might come back, it's just excessively burdensome. And the feeling seems to be here, that Ten of Wands in the After Tarot deck is like, I just want to drop the burdens. And maybe it's best if I just let it go. Just officially like cut the cord, let this person go, or end the connection with them. And I don't know who this is, friend, family member, lover. I'm leaning on love. But there just seems to be a feeling here of like, it's getting increasingly difficult to hold on to either this person or the memory of this person, like the attachment to them, or the hope or wish that they will come back differently. So this seems to be weighing really heavy on you. And I think it's because of whomever this is that you've been holding on to, either physically or energetically. It's becoming increasingly heartbreaking for you to do that. We have the Hermit to the Emperor. I feel like this person is very much an Emperor energy in your life. I'm not sure if that's how they truly are, but to you they are. So to you they are the pinnacle of everything. They represent the best qualities of all four kings or all four queens. I don't read body parts. But you seem to be going, again, within that Hermit energy, is doing some soul searching. Is this person really who I think they are? Are they capable of becoming what I believe that they could be? I feel like whoever this person is for you, you have a belief within you that they can rise to the occasion. I feel like this is your hope for this person. This is your prayer for this person. If this isn't your message, just check another placement. But this seems to be that you know, or at least you believe within you, that this person has the potential to be great. Unfortunately, they're just not. And you holding on to the wish or the hope that they would be, I think is what's kind of breaking you here in the month of January. And it looks like you are letting go of this person. Five of Swords to the Lovers. This is that internal conflict. Because Lovers, at the end of the day, is the ultimate choice card. And there's an internal conflict. Do I hold on? Do I wait? Do I let go? Do I continue? Again, I don't know who this person is to you. And this could be a job for some of you. You know, the Emperor could be representing the corporate entity you work for, the individual that you work for. It could be a business partner, could be a parent, could be a love partner or a potential love partner. But again, there's a lot of internal conflict, and it's more cerebral based. I don't see a lot of emotion, a lot of cups here. So I don't feel like you're totally heartbroken over this person. This just seems to be mentally, do I continue to wait or hold on? And again, it's like you know that this person has the potential to be amazing. They aren't. And I feel like, not saying that you're not focusing on other things in the month of January. You absolutely are. I don't feel like your entire life revolves around this one individual, whoever they are, professional, platonic, or romantic to you. But you are spending the 4 weeks of January contemplating officially closing this out, like cutting the cord, walking away, leaving the job. There seems to be heavy contemplation about this. Flanking that Four of Pentacles to the Ten of Wands is the Emperor, again, to the Six of Swords. I feel like your decision here is to move on. There seems to be a feeling here of, I can't wait for this person to grow into the role that I feel they're quite capable of, but they're not doing it. And so the Six of Swords card is moving away from this individual. On the other side of that Four of Pentacles to the Ten of Wands, we have the Eight of Swords to the Death card. I feel like this is the official release. For some of you, you are doing a cord cutting, which you may want to do. We have a super full moon in Cancer on January 3rd. So if this is a past person, but you were hoping they would come back around or come back correct, you may. Again, you have the divine gift of free will, but full moons are about releasing, and this would be a good opportunity for you to like just end the connection once and for all. If this is someone who is still in your world, in your life, and you're interacting with them, I think you do make the decision mid-month, probably around that new moon in Capricorn on January 18th, to sever the tie with this person. You have the Two of Pentacles to the Three of Swords. In the After Tarot deck, the Three of Swords is healed. And so whatever heartbreak you have had over this person, notice we don't have cups here. Your only cups here seems to be trying to find happiness outside of this connection, no longer waiting for this person. There just seems to be a feeling here of, I've been healing for a long time. I mean, for some of you, this person's been in your life for the past 2 years, or you've been holding out hope for them over the course of the last 2 years. Again, life's still continuing, but there still was this hope of like, maybe we could get it right this time, or they'll come correct. But the Seven of Cups to that Three of Cups, one, I feel like the first message I got here was very confused about whether or not, excuse me, I'm still getting over a cold. There seems to be here a little bit of confusion of, is it possible to find happiness in this connection again, or reunion or reconciliation? And then part of you is also, I know that there are healthier connections out there for me. Either I'm engaging with these individuals like friends or a lover, or, you know, or I just know that they're out there. The feeling here seems to be, there has to be something better than this. And I don't want to spend the rest of my life waiting for this person to come and correct. So Three of Swords to the Magician. I think you've taken this disappointment, this heartbreaking setback that you've had with this person, and I feel like you are manifesting your way out of it. I think you're co-creating with the divine to put it behind you. Again, I don't know who this person is to you. It doesn't have to be a lover. I know a lot of readings tend to lean on love. It doesn't have to be. It could be a friend. Again, it could be a business partner, someone you're collaborating with. It could be a family member. It very well could be a very strong masculine figure in your life, like maybe even your father or someone that you looked up to at some point in time. But the feeling here seems to be, I'm holding on and holding on. It's getting increasingly difficult to hold on to this person. I see great potential in them. They're not rising to the occasion, and giving heavy contemplation to severing the cord here once and for all. When we look into February, we see the Three of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the Tower. It's like while you're healing from this, trying to get beyond it, move beyond it, there's someone new that enters your life. Nine of Cups, Nine of Wands, and the Seven of Cups again. Except this time around, you're choosing the new. You're leaving the Six Cups, which would be the person in the past. You're leaving it behind. So, I mean, if this is job related, this seems to be you making the decision, like, do I stay, do I go, do I stay, do I go? You might love who you work for, but not love what you do, or vice versa, or you don't like the clients, or, you like your teammates, but you don't actually like the emperor. You don't like the top boss at the company or the owner of the company. So whoever this person is, you seem to be struggling here about whether or not to officially let them go. You do. The moment you make that declaration to yourself, the new comes in. So I don't know if this is the new job, like you decide, okay, I do have to leave this, and you put out some feelers, and a new job opportunity comes in February, and you decide to move forward with it. Like that Three of Wands, you're moving forward. There's the offer, the Page of Pentacles, the Sun card. You're like, this is what I've been waiting for. Sun card, Three of Pentacles. I love the Five of Pentacles in the After Tarot deck because you're coming out from the cold. So again, this could be then a job that pays you a lot more, or it could be a new friend or a new group. For some of you, yeah, it very well could be a new lover. But whatever the new is, it's like the moment you say it to yourself that you're done here, that's kind of when the ball gets rolling, so to speak, and the new comes in. And then, of course, you have the choice. The Lovers, the Eight of Swords, the King of Wands. This is you, whether you're masculine or feminine. Page of Pentacles again. Two different decks here. Come in with this new offer, this new opportunity, and then it's your choice if you want to move forward, if you want to accept the job, or get to know this new person, whomever they are. But the choice seems to be yours here. I want to clarify a couple of different things for you before we move forward. I want to clarify the World card there for you. Clarify the World card here for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The World card is clarified by the Nine of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and Justice. Bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Wands. Yeah, there's that feeling of, do I stay, do I go, do I stay? What is the just, right, and fair thing for me to do here for myself? It seems to be what you're contemplating in the month of January. Tell me about that Four of Swords. And again, we don't see cups. We see a lot of cerebral energy here taking place. Three of Pentacles, so I want to continue collaborating with this person. Nine of Swords, being very much up in your head about it. Nine of Swords is Gemini, it's your opposite sign. As a Gemini sun, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, even Ten of Swords are, unfortunately, for better or for worse, energies that we can continue to exist in. We can have something very heavy on our mind and still function, kind of like a functioning alcoholic. Not saying Geminis are alcoholics. I'm not an alcoholic, but I'm just, it's kind of like that feeling. Like even though we might have something very pressing, mentally for us that we're processing, we're still able to like do other things. It's a lot more difficult for Sagittarius to do that. It's a lot more difficult for the other 11 signs to do it. Air signs, Libra and Aquarius would have a little bit easier time because Aquarius can detach, and Libra has a tendency to do that too when they really want to get on and do things even though they have something monumental that they're dealing with. But it's a lot more difficult for you as our opposite sign to do that. And so I can see why this is plaguing you so heavily. And again, I think it's because there was the hope or the promise that this person would be better or show up differently. Tell me about that Four of Swords. One more shuffle. Thank you. Excuse me. You have the Three of Wands, shows itself again, that moving forward. the Hierophant, and the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, heavy contemplation, Wheel of Fortune. Do I want to continue doing this at this job, staying here? Hierophant could be marriage, long-term commitment. It could be the corporation that you work for. Again, the Hierophant would be something that is structured in your life, like an Emperor energy would be, or offer structure in your life. And then there's a contemplation of that Three of Wands. Do you want to take action to move on from it and become Nine of Pentacles, single, free, and independent of it? So again, do I think your entire world is stopping in the month of January to focus on this? No, but in that Four of Swords, your quiet time, you're giving serious contemplation about officially exiting whatever situation, environment, or connection this is for you. Magician to the Three of Swords. Tell me about that Three of Swords. Tell me about that Three of Swords, and then we're definitely going to look at February for you. Tell me about that Three of Swords. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Three of Swords is clarified by the Ten of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Six of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Swords. I think this is a situation, environment, or connection that you, in your heart of hearts, you really wanted to be successful with it or with this person. Excuse me. I think you wanted victory here. I think you stayed in this situation, environment, or connection probably longer than you should have, to be quite honest with you, because I think you saw great potential in whatever this entity or whomever this entity is. And I think that's why you stayed in it for so long, despite the emotional hardship that it was that was happening for you, that you were enduring. Tell me about the Magician energy there, because I feel like it's like something has to give and something gives, and I do feel you're manifesting the new. And in that After Tarot deck, you're holding the Ace of Cups, which is the new. Tell me about the Magician energy. Thank you. Clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, the Fool, there's a new beginning, and the Five of Pentacles, which is coming in from out of the cold and moving forward, Page of Cups towards the new. Yeah, so I do think that you end up deciding to, I don't want to say you're giving up hope, but that seems to be like, I have invested enough Pentacle resources, time, love, money, etc., into hoping and waiting. And time seems to be the biggest factor here. I think you waited a long time for this entity to turn things around, for the work environment to change, for the living environment to improve, for the connection to improve, for this person to get better. And I just don't feel like they ever rose to the expectation that you had for them. What was this individual's issue? Clarify that, Emperor. What is their issue? What is their issue? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Their issue. King of Cups, Seven of Swords, and Five of Wands. Bottom of the deck, King of Wands. Well, they knew how to tell you what you needed to hear in order to keep you. That was their issue. They were not honest. They put you in competition with other coworkers, with other lovers, with other people in their life. That Seven of Swords to the King of Cups is someone who knows how to emotionally manipulate someone to keep them. So again, if this is work related, this is someone who knowingly, consciously will tell you about the raise and the promotion and the changes that they're going to make to the company environment or your job, but it never actually happens. And same thing if this is a friend, family member, or lover. They know what to say and how to say it in order to keep you emotionally connected to them, so you don't leave. Tell me about that Six of Swords, because I do think you are making the decision. You go from being in this Four of Swords, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords to that Six of Swords, which is, I need to move on from you. You had the Chariot, moving on. Six of Cups in the After Tarot deck is moving on from someone from the past. Yeah, and the Hangman. Bottom of the deck, we go right back to the Hermit. So I think after a lot of contemplation, you are deciding to move forward, because in the After Tarot deck, the Hangman has received enlightenment. They know exactly what it is that they need to do. And it seems to be here that your decision in January is to officially give up on the belief that you had that this situation, environment, or connection would improve. I think what you're realizing is all you're wasting at this point is time. Yeah. All right. I want to get into February. So I'm going to clear this off of the table because I'd like to see about this new situation, environment, or connection that is coming in for you. I do not think you see it coming. And it seems to be the moment you decide to officially cut the cord or move on, or like I said, look for another job or another living situation. So we're going to clarify February now for you. Excuse me. Let's clarify February. A little insight into that new opportunity coming in. Person, place, or thing here for the Sagittarius collective. Tell me about the new for Sagittarius in February. One more shuffle. Thank you. In February, you have the Page of Pentacles shows itself again. Yeah. Some new offer, some new opportunity. Page of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Seven of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Four of Pentacles. Again, the feeling is the moment you let go. Look at that. King of Wands. Like the moment you decide to officially let go, to officially no longer wait, it's like what you have actually wanted comes in. It's what you wanted, but it's in a different form. We're going from Emperor to Empress. So this is a job that's a lot more nurturing. This is the love partner. It's a lot more nurturing. This is the friend or the group of friends that is a lot more nurturing to you. But yeah, the new comes in as soon as you either sever the cord or make this declaration to yourself that I'm no longer holding on to this. I feel like it's once you tell God you're ready for the new. Yeah, and whatever comes in is a lot softer and kinder and more nurturing towards you. And this is like, oh God, I've been waiting forever for this kind of job or kind of friend or kind of lover, etc., etc. Tell me more about that Page of Pentacles here, the Empress, and the Seven of Pentacles. One more shuffle here. Thank you. You have the Hierophant. There it is. The new job, the new connection, the new community group, the new friend group, the new lover, Death card. And the Knight of Pentacles delivers the Ace of Pentacles, Temperance. There you are. It comes in immediately after you, like I said, you either sever the cord with that other entity, Temperance, Two of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. There's a new. Comes in very quickly. Once you, like I said, you either do a cord cutting ceremony or you just make this declaration to yourself that this is done and over with. The past done and over with. I want the new. And then the new comes in. Wow. I would say to be very mindful of what it is that you're calling in, because whatever the new is, you get it very quickly. So if you want a new job, I would be very specific in asking the type of job that you want or the type of friend or lover, whatever this is, and then utilize those four aces that you have as the Magician to work in concert with the divine to make it happen, because the new comes in very quickly and it's solid and it's stable and it's long lasting. Can we get an oracle card here? Have courage. Yeah, I think you will have courage to officially sever the tie with whomever this is. And then you have declutter. That's what you're doing. You're decluttering your life of this entity, or at least making the decision to do that. And then you have release. Yeah, I think you're releasing. You're taking a divinely guided chance to do this. Again, that feeling is there's got to be something better out there. Better job, better friend, lover. And you're absolutely right. There is. And boy, does it come in quickly for you. Okay. Let's get 3 more oracle cards here, please, for Sagittarius for January. Thank you. You have Trusting in Heaven, Archangel Michael. I love this. You're the Temperance card, which does depict Archangel Michael. So it says you are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns. Yeah, surrender. Give it up. I'm officially exiting blank, whatever blank is. And then it says allow miracles now to occur. I feel like the moment you do this, that World card, and then we had the Fool card, it's like the moment you do it, the new comes in. 2 more cards here, please, for Sagittarius. Expect miracles. Again, remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally because Spirit has your back. I would definitely pray to Archangel Michael here in the month of January for this new Because like I said, the new person, place, or thing comes in very quickly. Call to action. Yep. You ask for it and it comes in. Absolutely. Take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. When you're ready for the new, when you're ready to say, I'm ready to walk away and I mean it this time, bring in the new comes in. Awakening presence. The universe is with you. Absolutely. Absolutely. The universe is with you. Might call your video that. Let's get you a couple of kippers now. Close out your reading. 6 kipper cards here for Sagittarius. 2, 2, and 2 for each of the rows. 2, 2, and 2. Thank you. One more. Toil and labor is on the side. And that was that decision point here that you were making. Like, I don't know if I want to continue contributing to this, working on this, waiting for this. Whatever this person, place, or thing is, was supposed to provide you with structure and stability, or at least add to the structure and stability that you have in your life. 2 cards here for that middle row. Thank you. You have community and you have imprisonment. Yeah. The feeling here was there has to be something better out there. You feel jailed. You feel this will never change, right? It's the same thing every single day. False person came out. Kind of on the reverse, you've got message, came out in an angle, and then false person and thoughts. Yeah, I think you're giving considerable thought to whether or not this entity is a false person or not. I do feel like your final verdict here is that they are. Can I get one card on false person? Yeah, courtship. I think you're deciding that whomever this partner is to you, this friend, family member, or lover, the feeling here is that they are. I do think that you're departing on a new journey. Courthouse, there's your final verdict. Card number 23 reduces to 5. 5 is all about change. And then you have thief, which is the 7 of swords. I think your determination here seems to be that you've invested enough time waiting for this entity to do the right thing. And the best thing that you need to do for yourself is to move on. The moment you make that declaration, the new comes in. You are definitely working in concert here with the divine in January. That is what I have for you, Sagittarius, for January 2026. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. Thank you once again for being a time traveler. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.